Hello, everyone. Now, what a week! What a week! Could have been better. Could not have been better. And on this video, I will only ever talk about Whitmore. This is the grand finale of me ever talking about there being two schools because in the end, you're Whitmore parents. That's what you care about. So just the only thing I'll say is it was a weird week for me in terms of I don't think I've ever seen so many things where like I'm going through something and suddenly I see my face. I think, oh no. So I very quickly did what I think is really important in life, and this is good kind of internet safety rule for you all is I deleted I deleted all any social media I had, and I realised that I've spoken to so many people in the street. And so many people around have said, this is great. This is what Barry needs. Two schools. It's going to be brilliant, right? And you can easily get yourself, going down the comments. I had staff say to me, there's some comments, 95% of them, the comments on the Facebook, all those things are lovely. There's some that's not. One person said, you look like Russ Abbott. I was like, who's Russ Abbott? So I Googled it. I think it's probably quite fair, to be honest. The long and short is, I don't think any of that thing matters. I think it's really, really important, right, that, no matter what we want right now is, all this kind of negativity that's gone around what's going on in Barry, that has to stop. The reality is I had a great week, and this is the thing that people don't know, I suppose, is I had a great week of going into Pencoitra, and you're going around the corridors, and you're thinking, actually, there are absolutely lovely children here, and even just as importantly, I met all the staff in groups, and they're a delight, and I can only see it going in the right direction. I can't wait. But the most important thing for you is that is genuinely it. I'm not going to talk about Pencoitra again on this one. It is just Whitmore. So let's talk Whitmore. Now, this week at Whitmore, I made sure I've been around as many lessons as possible because I want to feel that. I want to feel what's going on, and the lessons are amazing. You can't get over how great the staff are teaching at the minute. Every single lesson I went into, perfectly planned, amazing questioning. That's what we noticed most. And what was lovely as well was just how engaged the pupils were. So lessons were brilliant. Other things that were amazing. I went past the cooking rooms. Now, when you go to the cooking rooms, normally pupils offer me some of their food, and it depends really. Sometimes I want it, sometimes I don't. This week they were all making kind of apple cupcakes. I've never heard of an apple cupcake, but that's what they're making. It was lovely, absolutely delightful. So you will have probably tasted that at home. I've got to say about Mrs. Davis, Michelle Davis, she has done a brilliant job with catering. What a brilliant job! So many people's cooking, and what I love most about cooking is because Mrs. Davis used to be a PE teacher. She's good at making sure everyone brings their equipment. She's not just when they've got to bring their kind of kit. So every single child in the two classes I went to were cooking. Back in the day, you used to have half the children cooking while the other half forgot their stuff and they were learning nothing. No, they got the right stuff. I know as a parent, there is nothing worse than that, 11 o'clock at night when your child comes to see you and goes, I forgot it's cooking tomorrow. And you're and it's worse for me because my wife would kind of look at me and I'm the guy going off to the shops to buy all the ingredients, which I'm sure you've all gone through that moment. But you know what? I'm really proud of what she's doing. She's done a brilliant job. Other things that were great. School council. So school council there's two things that always every child has ever said about schools when they're in a school council. They always say two things we want improved: the food and the toilets. They're the two. And the toilets here are lovely, but the food, right, is also lovely. Big Fresh do a great job, but it's really important that we keep on making the food better. So the school council are meeting with Big Fresh today. They're having a taste test. Now, I'm not completely convinced. I trust the students' taste kind of palate because, I've said this before, but I don't understand that people like meatballs, pasta and gravy. I don't understand it. But in Barry, it seems to be the thing. I spoke to Miss Thorngate. I spoke to Mr. Ware, who went to Bryn Havering and Barry Boys, and they can't have it. They can't. They love it. They'll have as much as they can. So I'm hoping on that taste test they might put call me controversial, but pasta with some tomato sauce and meatballs, maybe with a little bit of cheese on top. That would make sense to me. I've never ever seen gravy with pasta. Something has to change, right? But they love it anyway. Other things that are good. Our ski trip. 100 pupils have gone skiing. Don't be wrong. It's it's been hard for the staff. Lots of the staff have done lots of cover to make it work. And the reason why we did a ski trip during the school term was because we want to keep the cost down. It's an expensive trip, and we want to have as many people as be able to afford it as possible. But 100 people is what a brilliant thing. And then yesterday we had loads of football matches going on, loads of netball matches going on, loads of clubs. It was just a great place to be around, actually. So what's my weekend like? The boys loved ice hockey. I'm telling you what, this is the third week of them doing ice hockey. So this is where I've got to actually buy the equipment if I'm going to do it. So is there a part of me that hopes they don't like it today on Sunday? Yes. If they do like it, then it's going to be pretty expensive for Mr. Robinson. Anyway, have a lovely weekend. Lovely to speak to you all. I will see you again next week.